So while the politicians were doing helicopters with their willies, this is what's going on. Yeah, where are the Avengers at? When the world needed them most, they just ran to start filming Avengers Doomsday, right? Yeah, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about this situation that's happening here in Canada, America, with the wildfires, and they are now saying there are 800 more wildfires happening right now. It's a crazy situation. You don't have to like the video, you don't have to subscribe. Let's get in on with it and send a prayer out. Yo, Uncle Donnie gotta put tariffs on these fires, bro. He be putting tariffs on everybody, but this is the main thing Uncle Donnie gotta put tariffs on, and this video has gone bonkers on the internet, but we'll get back to it. But first of all, check this.
Canada's forests are on fire again, but the flames are no longer Canada's problem alone. More than 800 wildfires. Toxic smoke is pushing deep into the United States, and Detroit now has the worst air quality on Earth. The smoke is drifting toward the World Cup final, and the border has become meaningless to what is coming through the air.
Yeah. Build a wall, Uncle Donnie! 800 wildfires turn US and Canada sky apocalyptic. Nah, man, I'm in Montreal, and 2 days ago, today the weather has been quite chill here, though. God bless, thankfully. But not for a lot of people, right? Especially, let me know where you guys at and how's the weather treating you guys. But 2 days ago, we couldn't even see the sun here, bro. The sun was just completely
More than 800 wildfires are burning across Canada. Part of what has become a recurring summer crisis on the US border.
Yeah, man.
Air quality alerts now stretch from the upper Midwest through the Great Lakes and into the American Northeast.
Man.
With Michigan, Minneapolis, and Minnesota.
Dang, it looks like that it's snowing, but obviously it's not snowing, right? If you actually didn't have any context, you would assume that it's crazy fog or it's snowing, right? Like, this looks insane, though. And we in July right now. We still got a couple of months left. I mean, every year, or not even every year, every couple of months, we got raging wildfires happening in America and Canada, bro. It's insane.
Rated hazardous by US monitors. Detroit currently holds the unwelcome distinction of the worst air quality on the planet, followed closely by Minneapolis and Toronto itself. The source is a cluster of fires tearing through northwestern Ontario, most of them burning entirely out of control.
Yeah, holy
Thunderstorms are forecast for the region over the coming days, though forecasters doubt the rain will do much to slow the flames. What it will do is keep pushing smoke on a northwesterly wind straight into American skies, at least through the weekend.
Uncle Donnie gotta do something, man. Where's Uncle Carney at? Apparently Uncle Carney responded. We'll actually get to Uncle Carney in a second, but Uncle Donnie gotta put tariffs on it. And you're telling me that we're able to, as humanity, we're able to make nukes. Can't we also make like a water nuke or something like that? You're telling me that we had the ability to destroy the planet but not save it? What the hell? Why be paying crazy taxes? Yo, this is insane.
That timing matters. The World Cup final on July 19th is set for New Jersey, and the same winds carrying haze south are expected to drift smoke toward the stadium.
Yeah, no, cancel the World Cup. People can wait, actually.
Before a shift in direction.
Okay, I'm joking with that. People cannot wait, bro. Like, yeah, people cannot wait. Everybody is busy. Everybody wanna be busy watching the World Cup, though. So
expected by July 20th, finally steers it back north over Quebec. On the American side, patience is wearing thin. 4 Republican House members from Michigan wrote an open letter to Canada's Prime Minister this week, their third such complaint in
he's busy coming out of the plane right now. So.
Many years.
A year has passed. The season has come around again, and nothing has changed except that our patience has run out.
Yeah.
The tone from Washington's ambassador in Ottawa was notably softer.
This challenge knows no borders. The United States will continue to coordinate closely with Canada, just as we have for more than 4 decades of shared wildfire emergencies.
Bro, 4 decades. Like, y'all got what the hell, bro? So you're telling me that you can destroy the planet over and over, you can undo all the good work that my European brethren have been doing by not using the AC this summer because they want to save the climate because they good like that. And y'all motherfuckers be like peacefully dropping bombs on countries all around the world, and y'all motherfuckers be doing all that crap? What the hell, man? Come on, man.
Behind diplomacy, the fires are already reshaping lives on the ground.
Yeah.
Hundreds from First Nations communities.
Jokes aside, obviously trying to keep it lighthearted, but it's a crazy situation though. So prayers out to the people and families that are affected.
In northern Ontario have been forced out of remote settlements, some fleeing by boat as flames closed in.
Homes and buildings in the area have been damaged extensively by the flames.
On July 15th,
this one.
The danger turned dramatic when a freight train was surrounded by fire near Armstrong. Its crew trapped outside until an emergency rescue pulled them clear.
Dang, straight out of like Black Ops transit scene. Yeah, I remember we had like a similar view like that when Los Angeles a couple of years back, right?
Canadian National Rail confirmed all workers were recovered safely, though operations in the area remain suspended. For now, the fires keep burning, the wind keeps blowing south, and for a third year running, the smoke shows no sign of respecting the border it keeps crossing.
Oh, it's been bad, bro. It's been bad. Like, we had that here in Montreal the other day as well, and I can only imagine for people that are near. France deploys massive fire response as wildfire burned thousands of hectares. Yeah, man, with the fires, it's kind of tricky. It's, But when you objectively think about it, I know it's not as easy as dropping, like, water on it or a water nuke like I was talking about earlier. You know, obviously, like, I'm playing around, right? But it's insane when you think about it logically and objectively that we have the ability to destroy the planet a million times over, but we don't have the ability to save it. Like, it's insane. I mean, Mother Nature gonna do what Mother Nature gonna do, but you would think something like this wouldn't be lasting this long. Okay, it can happen. Surely it will happen. It will continue to happen, but we don't have any way to slow it down or end it. We're in the year 2026 after all. So this is happening in France. Let's actually get to this one. Yeah, let me show you. This video is coming out today as well. New update, Ontario wildfire disaster deepens.
Yesterday, we told you that 185 wildfires were burning across Ontario. Today, the fire count has shifted, but the emergency has deepened. Overnight, a wildfire tore through Collins First Nation, a fly-in community 210 kilometers north of Thunder Bay. Homes and community buildings have been destroyed. Residents fled by boat in the dark. Anishinaabe Nation Grand Council Chief Linda DeBassage confirmed the fire caused extensive damage and that community members evacuated without the support of emergency services. As of this morning, all community members known to have been in Collins at the time of the fire have been accounted for, but the community is bracing.
Dang, like it looks like that Battlefield Firestorm BR. Those of you that have played it, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like that looks like the ring, the circle just closing in.
For confirmation that it has been completely devastated. This is no longer just a wildfire story. This is a story about homes gone, communities displaced, and a humanitarian crisis unfolding in real time. Good morning, everyone. This is your Ontario wildfire briefing.
It's not a good morning, sister. It's not a good morning, though.
For Thursday, the 16th of July, 2026. And there is a lot to update you on since yesterday's briefing. First, the numbers. As of the Ministry of Natural Resources official evening update on...
At this point, the entire Ontario, or like more than half of it, is on fire. What the hell?
July 15th, the total fire count in Ontario has shifted to 180 active wildland fires, 136 in the northwest region, and 44 inches the northeast region.
So New Jersey is somewhere below here, right? So you got Michigan right here, so it makes sense. The wind's been blowing south. So it's gonna go here. I'm here in Montreal. Like this was New York is kind of like this way. Okay, you don't even see the mouse. New York is kind of this way. New Jersey would be a little bit to the left of New York. Yeah, I mean you guys got the state of New York as well, right? So not necessarily New York City, but yeah, no crazy. So it's headed this way, like down.
136
southeast.
In the northwest region and 44 inches the northeast region. Of those, 72 fires remain completely out of control, 63 inches the northwest and 9 inches the northeast. Now, I need to be precise here about what that overall number means, because it could look like things are improving. Yesterday, we had 148 fires in the northwest. Today, that number shows as 136. But that is not because fires went out. It is because several fires have merged into larger complexes, most notably Thunder Bay, 36 inches, the Wabakini area. When Dryden 13 and multiple Thunder Bay fires merged into one, they became one entry on the list, not multiple. The fire load on the ground has not decreased. The threat has not decreased. The number is just being counted differently. Meanwhile, the Northeast region went from 37 fires yesterday to 44 today, 8 new fires confirmed there on July 15th. So the Northeast is escalating while the Northwest merges and continues. Let's go through what is new since yesterday's briefing, starting with the Collins First Nation situation, because this is the most significant development. Collins First Nation, Nemegu-Sissegagoon, is a remote fly-in community of between 30 and 40 people located about 210 kilometers north of Thunder Bay. It is not accessible by road. The only way in or out under normal circumstances is by air. When the fire advanced on—
Yo, where are the aliens at? Like, we always hear that the good aliens are here to save us, protect us. Where are they at? Right now, it's a good time to enter and show up and help humanity out. We always hear good stuff about you guys. I know some people call you guys twats and bozos and all that, but like, we hear good stuff about you guys at this time that the aliens pull up and save the day.
On Monday night, community members had to self-evacuate by boat in the dark, with trees catching fire next to their homes. Chief Helen Pavola described the scene. Trees directly next to houses were on fire as people fled. The community is now awaiting the Ministry of Natural Resources aerial damage assessment to confirm the full extent of what was lost.
Yeah, just like how the fat kids love Twix, the fire loves them trees, bro. Like, it's, yikes.
Now the evacuation picture has also expanded significantly since yesterday's briefing. As of yesterday's updates, mandatory evacuation orders are confirmed for Armstrong, White Sand First Nation, Collins First Nation, Lac des Mille Lacs First Nation, Lac LaCroix First Nation, also known as Gakiji-Wanong Anishinaabe Nation, and Gull Bay First Nation, also known as Kiashke Za'a.
We'll get back to it. Let's actually see what Uncle Carney gotta say. Yeah, I want to show you guys that too. Where is it? Yeah, oh, no, not this one. Yep, this one. Let's actually get to it. Yeah, because Uncle Carney been talking right now. I have not heard his response, so let's actually check it out. Also, a massive shout out to Whistling Dixie for the $10 super thanks, as well as Daylight Moon. That was not a very appropriate comment, but I have no other choice but to accept that comment of yours. So thank you so much for that, Daylight Moon, as well as shout out to the homie Mad Max, Bridget, and Solidius for becoming brand new members on the channel as well. Thank you so much for supporting the channel the way you do. Appreciate the blessings, gang. Appreciate the blessings. All right, let's get back to the content here, baby kicks. Let's see what the hell is
Thanks for joining us. After dozens of wildfires forced thousands of people in a number of remote Ontario communities to flee, and at least one says it received no help as they watched their community burn, the province has asked for federal assistance. The Prime Minister said
good luck with that, man. Those motherfuckers would pull up on your door for collecting the taxes. If you miss like paying $1, they will show up, right? But hey, you need help? Oh no, sorry guys, we are out of staff. We don't have the capabilities.
Resources are being deployed.
The RCAF is providing search and rescue aircraft. The Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Centre is providing helicopters. Will stand ready and will be providing additional assistance as needed.
Okay.
The challenge is huge. There are about 860 active fires burning across the country right now. More than 180 of them are out of control. Almost all of Ontario is at high or extreme risk of forest fires. And
so the good thing in this one here is that America is not number one then. You know, because America want to be number one in everything, in wildfires and everything, right? Like, we've seen crazy wildfires happen in America, but Canada's like, yo, hold my beer, son. Like, we can have... we can have it too. We can have it too. Take this. Oh no, man, that's crazy. So this is Ontario. This is Manitoba, Saskatchewan here, right? So extreme and high fire danger rating. Ooh, okay. So this is extreme and this is high. So this one for now it's kind of saved. So these are the fires. The red ones are the fire, if I'm not mistaken, and the yellow is it can hit. And if that hit, yo, that's like literally the entirety of Ontario, bro. What the hell? So you're putting fire danger rating on the entirety of Ontario? That's insane.
And more than 180 are burning there. The smoke has reduced air quality in Toronto and in U.S. cities further south to among the worst in the world. We'll have more on that in a moment, but we begin in Thunder Bay and the harrowing stories from evacuees. Vasilio Spelling.
They're saying the AQI, the air quality, is worse than India, bro. It's getting really, really bad.
Is there.
We love you, Lactamill Lodge. We'll be strong. You do the same.
Lactamill Lodge owner Riley Isaacs LaForge wasn't sure there would be anything to come back to.
It was one of the scariest things I've ever seen. The smoke has been rolling around the area for a week, and it was far away. It was far away until it wasn't far away, and it was on us.
On Tuesday, they caught a break.
We were like fending off little fires in our campground. We were just about to give up, and then all of a sudden some helicopters rolled in. M&R did show up after the fire went through and set up a sprinkler system on our buildings. We're so grateful.
4 fishing lodges and campgrounds in northwestern Ontario weren't so fortunate. The majority of those forced from their homes now in Thunder Bay, where wildfire smoke blankets the city in a haze and presents serious health concerns. Among the evacuees are members of White Sand First Nation.
Why is the M&R so under-resourced and understaffed that they couldn't see fires that are happening so close to different communities?
The community says they were forced to organize evacuations themselves on Monday, arguing Ontario's Ministry of Natural Resources wasn't aware of the severity of the blaze threat.
No, they were aware. Trust me, they were aware, but they just got lazy, and those suckers want to just do helicopters with their woolies. Now, you gotta take it seriously. You gotta you gotta take the matter in your own hand, and you gotta flee if you think it's not right. Cause you gotta, listen to your gut feeling, man. Listen to your gut.
Threatening their homes. It was because of that, mother Tina Dupuis decided she couldn't wait any longer.
I decided as a single mother that I'm gonna pack my kids and go because I couldn't be stuck there. And there was no supports to fight it, so was there...
no, don't wait for the government, bro. Like,
going to be any supports to take us out?
White Sand members say they're feeling support through donations at their accommodations, but there's no longer space in hotels for anyone else potentially coming to Thunder Bay. City Manager John Collins says now they'll serve as a place where evacuees can stay briefly before heading to southern Ontario.
Yeah, that's the sun. So two days ago, this is how it was here in Montreal. And earlier today, the weather was quite chill. Even yesterday, the weather was chill. Thankfully, God bless. You never know. It can get worse in the coming days as well. You never know. But yeah, this is how it was here in Montreal. It was pretty bad.
Ontario.
The other options aren't great. When you're talking about things like perhaps a whole bunch of camp cots inside an arena, that's not an ideal situation.
A number of other communities in the region are being told to be able to evacuate at a moment's notice. That as the dry, humid conditions linger and the threat of the fires rage on.
And the World Cup final is coming up too, guys, right?
Well, Sandy, we are hearing some...
I'm not into football or soccer, but those of you that are, yeah, man. If you're especially going in person, well, I hope they don't cancel it.
Of the stories of the people who have escaped these fires, some losing everything, many unsure of when they might be able to return home.
I hope soon.
The image is harrowing. A boy and his dog in a tin boat fleeing an enormous fire.
The flames would just jump in, and it's very scary.
Chance Pavola and his family spend every summer at Collins First Nation, a community about 200 kilometers from Thunder Bay. He says they initially thought a fire burning nearby would bypass them, but then the winds shifted and they had little time to get out.
I was still in disbelief. I couldn't believe that the fire was burning right in Collins, and it was just scary knowing that people could have been left behind.
The chief of Collins First Nation says every member of her community is a hero.
Where's Uncle Dougie at? Where's Uncle Doug Ford? Where's the Canadian Thunderstorm or Canadian Brock Lesnar?
Everyone escaped and no one was seriously injured.
It was just a matter of minutes before my members would have died. And, even during that whole time, there was no help.
Yeah.
We had no help. They had no help, and they had to do it on their own, and they did.
Thousands of people in Northwest Ontario have been forced from their homes due to fast-moving wildfires. Many more have been told to be ready to leave as strong winds threaten to make an already terrible situation worse.
The night was difficult.
David Ogle and Kevin Stovall were in the midst of a canoe trip when they noticed smoke getting closer and closer. They alerted their outfitter, but the fire moved too quickly for them to get to a nearby lake to be rescued by a float plane. A helicopter was dispatched, but it couldn't land due to visibility.
That's when they told us to stay put at that spot for 24 hours.
The two friends from Texas spent the night in their canoe, ready to paddle out to water if the flames got too close.
Man, ashes started falling on us. Smoke was getting thicker. It was getting harder to breathe.
They were eventually rescued, but lost most of their belongings as their base camp burned to the ground.
Yeah, man.
The Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources says there are 180 active fires in the province, 136 here in the Northwest region. 63 are considered out of control.
About 15 communities here in northwestern Ontario have begun evacuations or are considering them, many not accessible by road. Ontario has asked for planes to be ready with less than 24 hours.
Prayers out for everybody, and I hope like this ends quickly, but the way it's moving, yeah, man, like you gotta factor in so many trees, so many of the wildlife is already affected and is gonna be affected too, so yeah, no, it's a crazy situation because it has been going on like every month we hear about it, or not every month, but every couple of months we hear some about this one, right? It's whether that be in America, Canada, or somewhere else, but we hear about the wildfires every so often, and at this rate, bro, like yeah, don't they always say we gotta plant more trees? Well, yeah, plant more trees, but them trees getting wrecked right now. It's crazy. But did you happen to see like this video that got released of the UFOs and the aliens? If you haven't seen it, check out this video on the screen and I'll see you right there. It's a crazy